Welcome everyone to another startup and automobile documentation. What we have here is a 2012 Ram 3500 Laramie Mega Cab. This Ram is painted in a two-tone black and bright silver metallic exterior paint scheme. On the key you have the buttons for lock, unlock, remote start, and panic. Storage areas on the front door panels, power windows, locks, and mirrors. It has a dark slate gray interior with the Laramie trim's standard leather seat upholstery. Both front seats are fully powered with two-way power lumbar support, and the driver's seat also gets two-person memory settings. Now that we're behind the wheel, let's go and start up that 6.7 Cummins. The Ram pickup, originally known as the Dodge Ram, dates back to 1981 when the first generation debuted as a refresh of the Dodge D-Series. It has since become incredibly popular and has proven to be a formidable competitor to Ford and GM's trucks. The Ram pickup is now in its fifth generation. This 2012 model represents the fourth generation of the Ram pickup, codenamed DS, which had an impressive run spanning in total from model years 2009 through 2024. 2009 saw the debut of the half-ton Dodge Ram 1500, with the 4th-gen Ram HD models arriving for 2010. For 2019, the Ram 1500 entered its 5th generation, and the heavy-duty Rams entered what is known as the 4.5 generation. 2019, however, was not the last hurrah for the trusty 4th-gen Ram. That's because the 4th-gen Ram would continue on all the way until 2024 in half-ton form as the Ram 1500 Classic, a more affordable alternative to the 5th-gen trucks. I'd say the most notable update for the 4th-gen Ram was the 2013 refresh. The US market 2012 model year Ram HD came in three cab styles: regular cab, crew cab, and mega cab as shown here. Trim levels range from the basic ST all the way up to the fully loaded Laramie Longhorn. The Laramie trim as shown here was the second highest trim and could be had as either a crew cab or a mega cab. 3/4-ton 2500 models could have either a 5.7-liter Hemi gas V8 engine or a Cummins 6.7-liter turbodiesel inline-6. The 6.7 Cummins was the only engine option in 1-ton 3500 models. The Cummins could be had with either a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic transmission. With the automatic, the Cummins cranked out 800 pound-feet of torque compared to the 650 pound-feet with the manual. This high-output version of the Cummins with the 800 pound-feet of torque was a new addition for 2012. Rear-wheel drive and four-wheel drive were, needless to say, your drivetrain options. In the instrument cluster, we have 6 analog gauges. You have your tachometer, speedometer, fuel gauge, temperature gauge, voltage gauge, and oil pressure gauge. There is a digital info display that can be gone through via these controls on the steering wheel. You have your fuel economy info, vehicle info, engine hours, auxiliary gauges, that kind of stuff. Then your messages, units, all sorts of system settings. And with this, you can toggle between your trip computers and your odometer. It has a 4-spoke design, heated, leather-wrapped, and multifunctional steering wheel. As for controls, first on the front of the spokes, on this side you have your information display controls, along with your Bluetooth phone button and your voice command button. Then on this side you'll find your cruise controls. On the back of the spokes you'll find your volume and seat track for your audio system. The steering wheel is tilt only. You have power adjustable pedals. The parking brake is foot operated. Your trailer brake controller is here. You have your exterior lighting switch. Climate vent for the driver. You have grab handles on both A-pillars. Right here on this side is your high beam, turn signal, and wiper stock. And on this side is your column-mounted gear shifter. Entering reverse does reveal a backup camera. Going down the center of the interior, you have a little bit of a storage tray right there, central climate vents, your touchscreen infotainment system, which we'll go over more in a bit, physical volume power knob, seat track, some shortcuts, also an aux port and a USB port. Four-wheel drive control dials right here with two-wheel drive, 4 lock and 4 low, along with neutral. Then on this side, you'll find a household-style power outlet, exhaust brake, tow haul mode, traction control, hazard light switch, power on and off to the household-style power outlet, and your parking sensors. Dual zone automatic climate controls. You have your fan speed, different zones, temperature for either side, sync, AC. And you also have the controls for your 3-stage heated and cooled front seats, along with your heated steering wheel. A little bit of storage along the side, 12-volt power outlet, 2 cup holders, more storage here and here, and you have a 2-tiered center console, and then another 12-volt power outlet right there. Upper and lower glove boxes. Vanity mirrors and lights for both sun visors. Auto dimming rear view. And on the overhead console you have your garage home link, power sliding rear window control, reading lights, and the controls for your power sunroof. So what did you get with the infotainment system in a 2012 Ram 3500 Laramie? Well, for one thing, you can open or close the screen. Disk drive is in there. Radio media, you have AM, FM, plus Sirius XM satellite radio, hard disk drive, auxiliary. While we're in radio, we go to menu, files, music, add files to the hard disk drive, pictures you might have, settings. Then you can go to the navigation. You do have built-in navigation with a map, 3D view, and then you have your points of interest. If you have a Travel Link subscription, you can do your local weather, fuel prices, that kind of stuff. Other than that, not too much else to that system, at least that I know of. But now we'll roll down the driver's window and have a look at the engine bay. Both front windows are fully automatic. This truck is riding on 18-inch, 6-split-spoke polished aluminum rims that appear to be off of a newer Ram HD truck than this one. This Ram 3500 is powered by the high-output Cummins ISB 6.7-liter turbodiesel inline-6 engine. It's a pushrod power plant with a cast iron block and head, 4 valves per cylinder, and high-pressure common rail injection. Horsepower is rated at 350 at 3,000 RPM, and torque, when equipped with the automatic transmission, is rated at 800 pound-feet at just 1,500 RPM. The automatic transmission is a 6-speed unit with a manual shifting mode. The truck shown here is a 4-wheel drive model. Running on diesel fuel, it has a 34-gallon fuel tank. It has a solid front axle with coil springs and a solid rear axle with leaf springs. 4-wheel disc brakes are standard. A truck equipped like this one can tow between 9,300 and 16,300 pounds depending on the axle ratio. This truck can carry a payload of about 2,530 pounds.
I gotta say, I love the way this truck looks with the two-tone exterior and the chrome bumpers. The fuel cap is on the driver's side. You also have storage areas in the back door panels. With this being a mega cab, you even have a pretty substantial area to store stuff behind the back seats. And you even have these compartments that you can close. So you have mat pockets on the backs of both front seats, grab handles on the B-pillars, coat hooks, that power rear window. You have your own climate vents, a 12-volt power outlet, 2-stage heated rear seats for both outboard passengers, center armrest with 2 cup holders. And the thing I love about the mega cab, you have this lever and you can recline this back seat all the way back and just lounge back here. And even still, with the seat as far back as it is, tons and tons and tons and tons of leg room. Headroom is amazing. This is truly an awesome road trip vehicle. I mean, it's a 1-ton truck, high output Cummins. You can pull a heck of a lot of stuff, haul a lot of stuff. And with this crew cab, you can have full-size adults back here, lounging in comfort. If it's cold, you got the heated back seats. You can recline these things. And with, like, it doesn't even have 100,000 miles on it yet. For a 6.7 Cummins, I mean, you take care of these will go on a long time. And the stuff you can pull, the stuff you can get done with one of these trucks. And especially if you don't want to pay 6 figures for a brand new 1-ton truck, if you could find a used one like this, I'd say you're getting a lot of truck. Single exhaust, a nice camper shell on this one.
The Ram HD Mega Cab comes standard with a 6-foot 4-inch bed, which provides 57.5 cubic feet of cargo space.
And you even have a bed liner. Like I said, you get a lot of truck. Anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2012 Ram 3500. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.